Welcome to another how-to mod video, and today's video is on Jedi Knight Revan, a character that not a lot of people have, but I've had a few people ask me to do it, and when you do unlock him in the future, you can use this as a reference, because I don't think it's going to change. Let's go in and take a look at him and how I mod him, and how some other people mod him. First things first, let's read his abilities, to see if they are going to be based on the mods, the potency, the damage, and stuff like that. Deals special damage to target enemy. This attack deals 25% more damage to dark side enemies. If the target is marked, Revan gains 20% turn meter. That is his ferocious charge ability. Now we'll look at Master Strategist. Deals special damage to all enemies. Revan dispels all debuffs on Jedi and Old Republic allies. Then Revan heals all Jedi and Old Republic allies by 10% for each Jedi and each Old Republic ally. Revan gains critical damage up and foresight for 3 turns. Swap turn meter with other Jedi, with target other Jedi ally. It's really nice because you can get Yoda to go a lot of times. The other thing I wanted to go back and look at ferocious charge is you see how it says deal special damage. You have to pay attention to that there's a difference between physical damage and special damage, and some people just always look at the physical and don't scroll down and look at the special. We will actually take a look at that. Next, we're looking at his direct focus ability. This is Zeta'd. I'm going to read the Zeta included with it. Inflict buff immunity and marked on target enemy for 2 turns. These effects can't be resisted, copied, or dispelled, so really potency doesn't matter in that case. Increase target enemies cooldowns by 1, reduce their turn meter by 50%, and stun them for 1 turn. Potency will matter in that situation. This attack can't be evaded. Call all Jedi allies to assist, dealing 50% less damage. What does mark mean? All enemies will target this unit, so you can go around a taunt. Now his leadership ability, which I will read with including the Zeta. At the start of battle, Jedi and Old Republic allies gain +5 speed, +5% critical chance, and +5 offense for each Jedi and each Old Republic ally. At the start of battle, Jedi allies gain tenacity up for 1 turn. While Revan is in the leader slot, not the ally slot, units are immune to bonus turn meter effects from leader abilities until the start of the first turn. Whenever a Jedi ally attacks out of turn, they recover 20% of their max protection and deal 35% more damage. So we're dealing with some boost in protection. When a Jedi ally uses a basic ability on an enemy with bonus protection, reduce the target enemy's max health by 10%. Stacking doesn't work against raid bosses. At the start of each Jedi ally's turn, they gain strategic advantage if no ally has strategic advantage. A Jedi ally with strategic advantage can't be countered. What does a strategic advantage do? Dispel all debuffs on the target other Jedi ally. They gain strategic advantage and assist using their basic ability. This character uses their basic ability and loses strategic advantage. Whew! That probably took up like 2 minutes of the video time right there, just reading that leadership ability. Some people don't like the complexities that have been added to the game. I actually really enjoy them because you can manipulate them in certain ways, and it makes the game more individualized and personalized, in my opinion. Next, we will look at Savior. While another Jedi ally is active, Revan ignores taunt. The first time another Jedi ally would be reduced to 1% health. If Jedi Knight Revan is active, they recover 100% of their max health and protection, gain critical hit immunity for 2 turns, take a bonus turn to dispel all debuffs on themselves. While Revan is in the leader slot, not the ally slot, he can also be saved by Savior. And then Hero, which has a Zeta ability as well. Jedi Knight Revan is immune to stun and ability block. Revan has +10% tenacity, health, steal, max health, max protection, critical hit avoidance, defense, and critical damage. Other light side allies gain half these bonuses while Revan is active. These bonuses are doubled while Revan is in the leader slot, not the ally slot. Okay, that's a lot there. But hero ability here, this is probably where most of what we're going to look at comes through, because the max +10% tenacity, health, steal, max health, max protection, critical hit avoidance, defense, and critical damage will be given to... Some of that will be given to the other allies on the team. And besides that, the direct focus Zeta, and the direct focus, the attack in general, is very important because you're going to be able to increase cooldowns, potentially stun them. A lot of times you're facing another Revan team that has foresight. But really, when we look at this character, what does this mean for modding? Well, you want to be able to get your direct focus off before the opposing teams does. Now, I actually don't have that situation, because when I put my best speed mods on Jedi Knight Revan, it doesn't get me to like 315, where some of the highest Jedi Knight Revans are in my shard. I get to like 305. So I want to deal massive amounts of damage, but still have good speed with Revan. So I run him with an offensive set and a health set because I had 2 mods that pair and give me good speed stats. So we'll look at the square first. This is an offensive mod. I have plus 25 speed in the secondary. That speaks for itself right there, guys. The other stats could be non-existent, and I still have that plus 25 speed, and that's what matters. We'll look at the diamond. Plus 21 speed. Now I have some bonus potency, some good bonus tenacity, and when you get it to 6 dot, it goes to 20% defense. This is a great mod as well, but that speed is really what is game changing. Then we'll look at the circle, plus 23 speed. Okay, again, the other stats could be completely irrelevant in this situation, but when I have plus 23 speed, that makes a huge difference. We will look at the cross. Now, I want to deal damage with Revan as well, so I put offense for the primary stat in the cross. I have plus 15 speed. I actually have a mod that has like, it's a defense as a primary stat and has like plus 20 speed, but I'm sacrificing 5 speed for offense. I go look at the other Revans in my shard. I know what speeds they are, and I can determine what I want to do, and I definitely put an offensive mod in the primary. Then we will look at the triangle. Triangle is usually crit damage, guys, especially with an attacker. Yeah, he does work as a support character, but you want him to do damage as well. So I have plus 17 speed in the secondary and some decent other secondary stats, but it's that plus 17 speed. And then you are going to want a speed for primary in the arrow with some tenacity. This has tenacity, offense, health. Again, when you're working with attackers, you usually want speed in the secondaries, offense in the secondaries, and crit chance in the secondaries. So those should be the things you are looking for. But you can also run a speed set instead of an offensive set because you want him pretty fast. Not many people have the mods I do to get him to 293 speed without a speed set. So it's going to be a speed set or an offensive set. And it states here you want offense and crit chance, which is pretty much it. But a lot of people want him to be able to go first as well. So let's look at where I have him on stats. He has 293 speed. His health and protection, which 10% is going to be increased and shared. You got to realize that. His crit damage is at 192. His potency is at 42.69. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about it because I'm automatically going to land the uncleansable debuffs like marked. If I don't get the stun in there, I'm not too concerned. Tenacity is 55.3. Health steals 5. Now, we're looking at the physical offense here. We're not worried about that because he deals special damage. So we go down, and he has a special offense of 5,681 and a crit chance at 20.83. That crit chance is actually awful. I want to get it higher, but the thing you got to remember is I can use Bastila's buff, give it to Grandmaster Yoda that gives crit chance up, and then that spreads to Revan. And then when you have all the buffs going around, the crit chance is basically hits every time anyway. So he's going to deal quite a bit of damage for my squad, and we'll go into battle and I'll show you exactly how I use him. Let's see here. We're going to attack Xandor, okay? Now, first things, I usually go in and I check the speed of the other Revan here, and it has a 316 speed, okay? I can't compete with that speed, obviously. So when their Revan goes first, I'm going to see who they attack. And he attacks my Yoda. When my Revan goes first, I attack their Revan. When my Revan goes second, I attack their Grandmaster Yoda. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And then, you know, he's the easiest character to take down so you can get that savior ability knocked off. He can't gain buffs right now, so I'm not going to use his spread buff ability. I'm just going to use a basic there. Good, my General Kenobi can take a few hits. And then I will actually, I'll give this, I want Yoda to attack again. Now I'm going to give the crit chance up to Yoda. And now I'm going to be able to spread all this with Yoda's battle meditation, and this is when the game changes right here, because everybody has crit chance up, and I can get crit damage up at some point in time too. Do they have retribution? They don't, so I'm going to use Yoda's big attack right here. Their Kenobi is taunting, so unfortunately I have to attack him. I use the big attack. Sometimes I debate on if I should do that or not. Now here's what's great. I'm going to give Yoda a bunch of turn meter with Revan's ability right here. He gets to go again. I'm still forced to attack Kenobi. You know what? Let's just do this. And because we attacked out a turn with some characters with his ability, they're going to be gaining protection. None of them have retribution still. So I'm going to steal all these stats. I got crit damage up now from their Revan, and I'm going to spread it, and all my allies are going to have a crit chance up too. Luckily, I had foresight, so he didn't lose any of his buffs there. The situation with this is I'm talking a lot, so I hope I can still end up winning the battle without timing out there. Let's give strategic advantage to Yoda, take out their Yoda. And now I got to go after Joel. He's somehow good. I got a stun. I do not want him to revive. Some people prefer not to go after him right away. They say, well, let him revive a bunch of people, then go after him. I just want to get him out of there as quickly as possible so he can't end up reviving. My Jolie can revive as well, which is nice. Oh, perfect. I can get marked on him with direct focus. I can do some bonus damage here. And I can come in and use Yoda's big attack, and it took him out. When I take their Jolie out and I have the rest of my team, things are going pretty well for me. And see, Revan is also doing damage as well. I'll swap his turn meter now with Yoda, and I will just... Okay, let's see. I think I can get to Revan here. Let's see what a basic attack does for him. Oh, I didn't... it was... The heal was in the way. But as you can see, guys, the spreading of the stats, and I like to put the offense on him so we can take out characters like Jolie, like Kenobi, a lot quicker. And again, I understand this is a character that not a lot of people have, but eventually, I know most of you, if you didn't get him the first time, are gearing up and leveling up and starring up those Old Republic characters, so you can get him. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the subscribe button, like the video, click the notification bell so you can be alerted to all videos that I post. Also, leave comments in the comment section below on videos that you want to see, other games you would like me to play, and let me know if you liked the video, didn't like the video, what I did wrong, etc. I'm going to leave a link to my Discord server and Patreon page in the description below. Otherwise, peace out, and may the Force be with you.